All right. You should be able to hear me now. I guess my earbuds just weren't working, but if you can't hear me, just let me know so I can fix it. We need to go to banners. Let's make one of these. All right, 1 second. I'm trying to work on something. Yes, I need to hide it. Let me edit this. Give me 1 second. Now that yep, there we go. Now we can go back to comments. All right, we can hear now. That's good. So I don't know when the giveaway is gonna be now because I was gonna try and do it the 14th, but I won't be here the 14th. I have I'll be fishing on PK, so I won't be able to do it then. So if I do it this month, it'll be at the very end. But next, I just have a lot of tournament stuff coming up. I know I have 2 tournaments next month, back to back. So, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, but I know I keep doing this, but I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry. I have a lot of family members, so if I just randomly get off, it's probably because one of them walks in. So, yeah, that would be why I get off. But yeah, it's getting a little tough for me to do that by myself. Those tournaments sometimes because I got a lot of stuff that goes on. Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. I don't mind at all. Had to text Jada and tell him I'm live so he'll come check it out maybe. All right, but yeah, let's go here. Go into calendar. So, oh wait, what's today? Today's the 1st, the 7th. I can't do it the 7th. Yeah, I saw all those the perch. I don't know if I think they're yellow perch. I'm not familiar with perch. I don't have perch where I live. We call bluegill perch, or some people around me do. I just call them sunfish. but a lot of people around me call those perch. We don't have like actual perch where I'm at. Crappie fisherman is not here today. I don't really know where he's at right now, but I just wanted to do this one by myself. So yeah, he's not going to be in this one. I mean, he might watch, I'm not sure, but kind of going through dates, seeing what I have coming up. So next weekend, I got stuff going on. The weekend after that, no, this weekend I have plans. Next weekend's when I go on a guided trip. And then the 21st is, 22nd. Oh, no. The 29th? Is it the 15th? Oh, okay. So the 15th, I also have a tournament then the day after I get home. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. That's the Sunfish King tournament. But then that's the 15th, the 21st may work. The 21st or the 28th. Might be able to do that. I'll try and see what I can do. I'm going to try and do it as soon as possible. But yeah, that's the wrong one. I might try to do it the 21st. Probably got to make a post about this on YouTube and Fishbrain because I made lots of posts there saying when it'll be. But yeah, I'm going to try and do it 21st. Can't do it then. I'll try to do it 28th. If possible, I want to do it with my friend Jaden. So yes, he is, but I'll let him talk about that to you. But yeah, so me and Jaden have a YouTube channel together. And so if we can get that to 50 subscribers before then, that would be awesome. I got to go to channel. I'm trying to get the link to it so y'all can go do that. Gotta subscribe on here. We're at 21 subscribers. So we only have one video, but I'm currently working on another one. But here's the link. Go subscribe to that. We need to get it to 50 subscribers so we can do that. Yeah, but that's us. Dude Average. We might change it, but kind of just came up with it out of nowhere. But yeah, it's kind of like a knockoff Dude Perfect. So yep, go subscribe to that. I need to get to 50 subscribers hopefully before I do the giveaway. If not, that's fine. But if I can, that would be awesome. But yeah, we're down to one person. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Zach and Caden Fish Adventures is Iris Fishing Adventures on Fishbrain. There's a dog. I gotta close the door. Give me a second. All right. I'm back. Took me 1 second, but I'm back. It's awesome. Good job for subbing. But Zach and Caden Fish Adventures, if you can, go subscribe to this. This is a channel me and my friend have. Basically a knockoff Dude Perfect, but yeah, I want to get it to 50 subscribers so he can live stream with me while I do the giveaway. Yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, I did watch that one. I watched the video, y'all's most recent video, but uh, yeah, I knew it was you, Ira's Fishing Adventures, but I didn't know who the other person was. Let's go. Thank you. We only have one video, but I'm in the middle of making another one. So yeah, but if I all of a sudden like do this, then that's because somebody walked in unannounced. So yeah. Oh wait, I'll take that down now. But yes, sir. 22. That's what we need. Well, we need 50, but 22 is closer than 21. So yeah, I'm trying to work on one. I'm getting so close, but I have a Chromebook, so I don't have access to very many editing software. So I'm trying to use the online version of CapCut, and it's really slow. I guess it's probably because I have so many videos I had to put on there for this one. But yeah, I'm trying that right now because I can't do Premiere Pro. I might be able to, but I don't want to yet. Um, I can't do, what's it called? Man, I forgot. It's like up there with Adobe Premiere. But I can't download CapCut, which I definitely would have done by now if I could, probably. So I'm using the online version of CapCut, which is really slow, and also it's using Clipchamp. And Clipchamp just keeps crashing my computer. It's Microsoft's version of it's Microsoft's editing software, I guess. But I am going to watch my own live stream because I need to. What's up, Lane Davies? Yes, sir. Yeah. So I'm trying to. The giveaway's getting pushed back. I'm gonna try and do it the 21st. I think is what I said. Let me check again. October. Yeah, the 21st. Kind Master. Yeah, I don't have Fishbrain Premium, but I don't really use it to find spots. I mean, it did help me find my most recent spot, but I don't need to know how to like the time and all that kind of stuff because I don't think I need to pay that much money for it. But yeah, Lane, I'm trying to do the giveaway on the 21st of October. It was going to be the 14th, but now I have plans. I have plans on the 7th, the 14th, and 15th. And so I'm going to try and do the 21st because I'd like it to be on a Saturday. But if you're not already, let's see, where to go? Oh, I think I passed it. If you're not already, subscribe to this. It should be somewhere in the comments. I'm going to star it. I don't know what that does. Let's see, can I pin something? Maybe that pins it. You can start important. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Never mind. But yeah, subscribe to this channel right here. Help me and my friend get to 50 subscribers on a different channel that me and him have. So we can try and live stream the giveaway together. I'm not relying on that for the giveaway to happen. I just think it would be cool if it could happen by then. But if you're not subscribed, right here, I don't know if you can. I don't think you can click on that link, but I do have it on here. Let's see. You know what? I can just do it again. Here we go. subscribe to this right here. Trip, what are you doing? Give me 1 second. I'm back. Sorry. The dog came in and there were loud siblings outside the door. So let's get back on here. I need to go here. Make sure you like the stream. Don't forget to like the stream. But yeah, should be at 3 likes now because I like my own stream. It's the first time I ever liked something of my own. I don't like my own videos either, but yeah. Let's see. I'm just gonna see what this looks like when I get off on here because I'm watching it on my phone, so I'm gonna see what this looks like. So I'm gonna do this for like 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Now I'm gonna see what that looks like because it is a little delayed. Okay, it doesn't do what I want it to do. It's just a black screen. I didn't think it was gonna be a black screen. It's supposed to be. I guess it doesn't go to YouTube. I guess it's just if I'm streaming with someone else, but what's this do? I don't know, but I'll do that. I guess I can mute the mic. Yeah, I'll probably just have to mute the mic or something like that. Yeah, I guess you can do that. I guess I don't really ask that much because I have like 2 long form videos and neither one of them were good. So I'm working on one that'll be probably the best one so far. It's still not that good, but it's definitely probably going to be the best one. Then I have more that'll probably be better. I had one catfish one, but I'm just going to scratch that one. And then I have a different catfish one after that. That'll be a lot shorter. This next one's going to be like 20 minutes long. So yeah, I guess subscribe, like stream, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want. I don't have the notification bell hit for any YouTube channel ever. So yeah, you can do that if you want. You don't have to though, because I don't. But there. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm over here. Let's see. We got 4 people watching. That probably includes me, I guess. But let's see. Yeah, I got my own videos coming up. I try to record anytime I go fishing. I have 3 SD cards now. I have 4 GoPro batteries, but I also have one of those charging packs that recharges it, so I like that. I have a lot of YouTube shorts. Where are you going to be fishing? That's the question. Like, what kind of structure and what's the weather going to be like? That'll kind of tell you, or that'll help me let you know what I think. So, yeah. Let's see. How do I view the chat on here? Because I'll probably see this chat a lot quicker because this is actually, oh, there we go. Live chat button. Heart. But I can't see that. Let's see. Okay. Creeks and bays. Okay. I would probably definitely go with a spinnerbait in the creeks. If it's cloudy, then I would stick to the spinnerbait for a little while. But in the creeks, I'd probably throw a spinnerbait over a lipless. But if it really isn't that cloudy, I'd probably go like maybe switch between them if you're just going to be using those 2. But if you're going to have other lures, make sure you have a wacky rig. Wacky rig is like my new favorite lure now. Oh no, crankbait's my favorite lure, square bill. But the where I just lost my little train of thought. I don't use lipless very often. I don't know if I ever caught a fish on a lipless. I have a few. Wow, this is really delayed. But I saw that comment on my phone over here for like 4 seconds, and then it came onto here. So I probably should have done this on YouTube just because. In Texas, there's not much more to target than bass, catfish, and I guess carp. That's what I target. Bass, catfish, carp. That's it. I don't really target anything else. I do go for gar sometimes. I haven't caught one yet though. But really fun. I know that Zach and Caden Fish Adventures. He targets carp and catfish. But yeah, I fish bass tournaments for high school. So Texas High School Bass Association. Let's see this comment. There it is. I just got this really nice looking tungsten 2-tap in a gizzard shad color, so I think that would be good. I'm gonna have to look that up. Let's see. Tungsten 2-tap. Yeah, I don't really have that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's that one right there. That I remember your post. I pressed something, but yeah, that one right there. Remember that from your post and that spinner bait. But I don't know. Is that? I don't think it's a Strike King one. Yeah. We got a lot of channel catfish down here in Texas, but they really aren't that big. We got some big blue catfish and big flatheads, though. Let's see. I'm looking to see if it's that brand. Okay, yeah, it is Strike King. It just didn't come up like that, but yeah, that's Strike King. That's cool. Yeah, I throw a lot of square bills. Yeah, the channel cats aren't very big, but the blue cats and flatheads are pretty big. I don't catch many blue catfish or flatheads. I do want to try and do that more just because they're bigger. But I did find a place with some pretty good channel catfish recently, and so I've been fishing there. But apparently it also has double-digit carp. I've caught one carp out of there, and it was my new PB. Let's see what this is. All these YouTube things. Yeah, I would like double-digit channel catfish. I don't have like any of those near me. Well, I caught a 10-pounder one time, but it was in the Brazos River. But they're not very common around here. That's for sure. Double-digit blues and flatheads are pretty common, but not the channels. We really don't have that many bullheads either. There's one place that I fish that has yellow bullhead, and they're like 8 inches long, maybe. So I have not weighed them ever because I've never caught one that's even a pound. I don't even know if I ever caught one that's half a pound, but I don't like catching them just because they're kind of annoying and their fins really hurt. I've gotten poked by, I've been poked by a bullhead fin several times. Come on. But yeah, I've seen like up north is like it's kind of weird because it's like the opposite of like how everything is. But that's where the channel catfish get bigger, really. Yeah, the average channel catfish here is like 2 pounds, and if you catch a 10 pounder, it's pretty good, especially in like my town or city. I don't know where you go catch a 10 pounder. Maybe this one place I just found. Maybe the biggest we've caught there is a 7.5 so far, and that's pretty good. And we haven't fished there that many. Game fishing in Texas that most people target in my area is crappie. Yeah, not crappie. Bass are definitely the most targeted around here. Crappie is definitely a second. White bass, no, catfish might be more popular than. Yeah, catfish are probably more common than crappie, targeting wise where I'm at, just because we have quite a bit of catfish. Lake Kirby, which is a lake pretty close to me. It used to be the blue catfish capital of Texas. It's like used to be where they raised them and all that good stuff. So there's some pretty good ones in there. There's lots of 30 pounders in there. It's hard to get to them from the bank. And there's some giant flatheads in there too. About the same size as the blues, but a couple weeks ago, somebody caught a 40-pound flathead out of there. And then that night, the morning after that, I went out after I saw that on FishBrain. I went out with my fishing buddy, and we went on his boat, and he ended up catching a 40-pound flathead out at a different lake that is near us. But yeah, maybe it's really not a great bass lake. If you hook one of those catfish, you might be taken out of that kayak. Just saying. Well, I guess it depends, but like the kayaks I've seen, there was this one guy that was out on Kirby one time who has a kayak that is powered by leaf blowers, and he fishes for catfish out of it, but it's like one of those really big ones. So he has like 2 really high powered leaf blowers on the back that he just zips around the lake. It's really not a big lake, but I've been told there's big fish in Kirby. I know there's some 6-pounders in there. I just haven't. I've caught one bass out of there, and it was like not even a pound, and it was on corn while fishing for carp. So I haven't caught a bass on a lure yet there, or anything. I haven't caught anything on a lure there. I've tried. There's a dam I fish, and it's 40 and 50-pound flatheads. I've seen a couple 50-pound blues. We're in Tennessee. Yeah, there's a lot of big catfish around me. I just got to figure out how to catch them. I have a boat, but we usually just bass fish out of it. But maybe we can catfish out of it. I really want to catch a really big catfish. That's been on my bucket list for a while. Is to catch like a monster. Like I would like a 20+ pound flathead and a 20+ pound blue. My personal best blue is like 6.5 pounds if it was a blue catfish. But and then my personal best catfish or flathead is like 8 to 10. So it's not a big flathead either. Caught that one with my hands, so I haven't caught a flathead on a rod and reel yet. No, I was not noodling. I just saw him sitting there, and so I kind of like grabbed him, and he tried to get away, but I won, and so I got him up on the bank, and I think it was in the 8-pound range. I didn't have a scale with me, so I couldn't weigh it, but I was pretty happy at the time. I'm just hoping to get a double-digit catfish as soon as possible. I have caught one in my life, and it was a channel cat. It was at my ranch, which there's a 30-pound flathead in one of the ponds/tanks at my ranch that we have to catch because it ate everything in the tank. And it's not supposed to be there, so we're probably going to catch it, maybe eat it, probably eat it. But I would like to be the one to catch it because it's big. We tried to get it on the trot line, but that's when we figured out there were also channel cats in there, and all that got stocked in there were fathead minnows, bluegill, and bass, and somehow catfish ended up in there. They were pretty good catfish too. Like one of them was 3 to 4 pounds probably. They don't do too much harm because a lot of our tanks have catfish in them and still have bass. So, yeah, I want to get a double-digit catfish too, really bad. So I also fish high school bass tournaments. Any tips on what I should do when they aren't catching anything but everyone else is? What state do you live in? That would be really helpful. Just let me know what state you live in, and that could help. I went fishing yesterday at the dam and saw a bunch of people catching good crappie and cats. Yeah, the dam is definitely somewhere. I mean, you catch bass at the dam too. Go to the corners of the dams and crank bait. That'll help. Southern Illinois, I don't know a ton about that. Really don't know a ton about bass fishing outside of Texas and probably Florida. Yeah, I think I did see your biggest channel catfish. I probably did. I'm on Fishbrain all the time. But yeah, 8.7 is not bad at all. That's a really nice channel catfish. But Southern Illinois, I mean, if I'm not catching anything, I usually try to flip a wacky rig under a dock. That's what I did in my last tournament. There were 300 plus kids I was fishing against, and 90 of them caught fish, including me. I caught one fish. It was 1.77, and I caught it on a wacky rig under a dock. Yeah, there's not always a fish there. I mean, the last bass I caught at a big lake. Well, no, I guess last bass I caught at a big lake was in my tournament on a wacky rig under a dock. But after that, or before that, I did go to, it was whenever my buddy caught that 40-pound flathead. We cranked the dam, and I ended up catching, it was probably a 2.5. It was 16 inches long. It was probably like 2.5 pounder. But yeah, it was, cranking the dam, square bill crankbait, chartreuse, blackback. But really, bass can't see chartreuse. When you throw a chartreuse with blackback crankbait, what the bass is seeing is a white crankbait with a blackback, but it still resembles a shad to them because that's how they're going to see it. Oh, Granbury Lake, that's where my last tournament was, and I hated it so much. I hate Lake Granbury so much. That's where my last tournament was. Wacky rig under the dock, that's where I caught mine. But try a weightless fluke. My teammate caught 8 bass on a weightless fluke. Only 2 of them were keepers, but that's more keepers than I got. I did try throwing a fluke, but it's definitely tough right now in Texas, especially with the fall transition. It's really not easy, but once you get into like just straight fall, it'll get a lot more fun. You get that topwater bite going and stuff like that. But yeah. My teammate, he caught his all on a weightless fluke. So mine was on a wacky rig. There's striped bass. Through a weight. There's striped bass in there too, like not hybrids, but actual striped bass. So you can try and fish for those. The dock that I was fishing was one of the docks to the right of the dam. I guess it's right across from the I guess the biggest boat ramp, probably the public boat ramp. That's where weigh-in was, and it was straight across. Um, yeah, where I caught my fish was it was straight across from the boat ramp by the dam. It was those first three docks. It was one of those. You gotta get your wacky rig way under there, which should be easier with a kayak than it is with my boat. But man, Lane Davies, I don't really know what kind of structure do you fish. I want to try and help a little more. I didn't really help you much there, but I would like to help you a little more than I did. But what kind of structure are you fishing? I guess I'm more used to fishing rocks and probably sticks, a little bit of grass. Yeah. Rocks and docks. Those are what I fish the most. So and that's what I know best. But yeah, just let me know, I guess, what kind of structure you'd be fishing. And I'll try to help best I can. But I guess until then, the spot where we put our boat in, we got in. We were in that gated community. We had our Airbnb in there, so we put in it was much more of a private boat ramp for those who are in the gated community. So we put in there, and then our Airbnb had a dock, and I mean, it could kind of fit two boats. There's one boat slip, and then a little thing on the side that you kind of put a boat on. Yeah, I'm not really a pond guy. I don't know much about grass. A lot of hard structure, but there is a good dam that I threw square billed and some luck. Yeah, when you get in the fall, spinner baits are good. Square bill is my favorite lure. Chartreuse, blackback. Like I said, doesn't really matter. You got a white with blackback. Bass are going to see it the same as a chartreuse with blackback, but I've had the most luck on a chartreuse with blackback crankbait at the lake I fish the most, which is pretty pressured. It's hard to get a bite there, right? Especially right now with this fall transition. So there's a ton of white bass, though. I always catch a white bass or two when I go. They're still fun. Yeah, I don't really know a ton about lipless. I haven't thrown them much, but I feel like a lipless would probably be better if it's a little shallower. And I do know lipless work around grass. That's what I've heard. I think I have one lipless crankbait. I bent the hooks out at Hubbard Creek, so Jack Katz and Bass might know what that is. That's where my tournament was supposed to be. I really don't have. My last tournament was at Granbury. It was supposed to be at Hubbard Creek, but Hubbard was so low that they had to move it to Granbury. Another thing about Granbury, there's a lot of it gets really shallow really quick in a lot of spots, which you don't have to worry a ton about with a kayak. But we got in some pretty hairy situations with our big bass, our average size bass boat. But I don't have any experience with spillway fishing for pike or bass. We don't have spillways where I'm at, really. I just fish lakes, and that's it. I guess tanks. That's what I call them. I call them tanks. When I see a pond, I see it more like a public area. I mean, the tank that I've been fishing is public, but it's really – I see a pond as a maintained tank, I guess, with public or just a maintained tank. This tank is not maintained very well. Somebody did mow it. That was nice because it was overgrowing a lot. But yeah, somebody did mow it, which a little bit, not much, but that was nice. It's got a pretty good fish. I haven't caught any big bass. 2 pounds, 10 ounces was the biggest bass so far. And then my brother caught a 7.5 pound channel catfish out of there. and I caught a 6.5 pound. I'm pretty sure it was a blue catfish. But yesterday while I was out at the spillway, I was chilling. I heard a small jig and I smacked in the face. Dang. Yeah, I don't know anything about pike fishing. I don't have any pike where I'm at, so I don't really know. I can't really help you much there. Nice. And I would like to catch pike. Anytime I can catch a new species, I want to do it. That's why I'm trying to catch a gar right now. I'm not having very much luck. I haven't even got a bite from gar yet. I've seen them, but they decide that they're not going to eat my bait. So I'm hopefully get to try again this week. Go back out to that tank. Hopefully catch a bluegill or catch some bluegill for bait. Hopefully get a gar. I know there's some 3-footers in there. I don't know what species, but I've seen them pretty clearly. So hopefully I can get those. Because I really want to catch a gar. It's a new species. They get big. They have teeth. They look cool. I have not caught any species of gar. Oh, dropped the weight. No, I have not caught any species of gar. My ranch is the Brazos River, which is full of them. I haven't fished for them there really, so that doesn't surprise me much. I don't get to go there very often, so yeah. But now I feel like I'll have a better chance because this tank is also like 6 minutes away from my house, so I can go try it more often. Yeah, in Texas there's a ton of gar. Don't know how I haven't caught one yet. But yeah, I'm gonna keep trying. 29-inch short-nosed gar. I'm pretty sure that's pretty good for a short-nosed gar. We have alligator gar in Texas, and there are 6 to 7 plus feet long. So I don't know if these are alligator gar. I think it's either an alligator gar or a short-nosed gar. So it's in that 29-inch range if it's any species, actually. I don't think it's a spotted gar, though. That was more of just a plain color. But what I'm going to try, if you have any better tips for me than this, just let me know. What I'm going to try is, oh dang, Master Angler. Nice. I've been trying to look at Master Angler stuff. I have no idea what that is. I can't figure it out. But if you could let me know what the Master Angler thing is, that would be awesome. I thought it went by states, and I think it does, but I don't know. What I'm going to try is just a little treble hook with cut bluegill, yes, cut bait, under a bobber. I really don't want to have it on the bottom because there's a lot of turtles, and I'll probably gut hook a catfish if I get one on there. So I would like to have it under a bobber. That's how I see a lot of people catch gar. So if you have any better tips, then let me know. That's how you fish for muskie. Live. I don't think those gar are quite big enough to eat a live bluegill. I do want to try and get a live bluegill on and fish for catfish in there because I've heard there's 15-pound blue catfish. So large live bluegill. I might. They're not big in there. I have not caught a big. They're just all like this long. So that long, skinny, and that's all, I guess. They're not very big in there, that's for sure. So, the time before last I was there, me and my friend Jaden we were fishing this one part, which I think it's the tank dam, and we saw a pretty big gar. It was 2.5 plus feet long, come up. I think it's either a short nose or an alligator gar. I'm not sure. But it was 2.5 plus feet long for sure. And we got a pretty good look at it because for a second it just swam there at the surface. Then it came up and got its gulp of air. But yeah, after that, I did try and put a piece of bluegill on there because I already had some from a previous trip that we had there, and no luck. Small octopus hooks with a 1 foot leader going down to the treble hook. Oh. Don't waste your time with cut bait. I know there are some that are smaller than 2 feet. The first gar I ever got a clear look at were this long, just swimming around. But that one was definitely over 2 feet. I don't know a ton about gar, so why would you not mess with cut bait for gar that are less than 2 feet long? That would probably be helpful for me to know. Saw a comment coming there, and then gar when they are smaller, suckers for small minnows. Okay. I don't really have access to minnows either at the moment, but the minnows in there, they're just a little mosquito fish, really. As long as the game warden doesn't show up, I caught like a 2-inch long. If the game warden doesn't come by, I could use one of those little bass that I keep catching, put that on a hook. I know they're not long-nosed gar. They're not. They have the shorter nose, the short, wide one. So if it's a short-nosed gar, it's probably a monster. So, but there's alligator gar everywhere where I'm at. So I didn't get a great look at it because the water was a little murky, but he came up and he was more of a brownish color is what I noticed. Kind of looked like a sandyish color. Crawfish. I've been wanting to use crawfish for bait. I just need to go try and catch them. I just not 100% sure where to go catch them, but I do want to try and do that. Jet cats and bass. Why do you think it would not be an alligator gar? I really don't know a ton about gar, so the more I can learn, the better. But yeah, if I can catch a small bluegill, that would be awesome. Put that on a hook. I might, who knows, I could catch a catfish, a bass, or a gar. Hopefully a gar, but that would be best. I was out in the lake and I couldn't catch any bluegill. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, at my ranch, I grew up fishing with worms. That's it. That's what I caught my PB channel catfish on, was those big Canadian night crawlers. So I never caught a gar, so I don't know. I haven't tried chicken breast. That's not something that I have tried. Well, I heard that blue catfish were only in lakes because that's just what they liked better. But they can't control when they get put in a river, or that's the only way they're going to get in a lake first, because there's no natural lakes in Texas. So maybe like one or two, but blue catfish started in rivers. I bet gar did too, but an alligator gar, if he accidentally gets put in a tank, he can't control it. So I'm not saying you're wrong, but it's definitely not. It's a possibility that it can be that it's an alligator gar, but I guess we'll have to catch it, which I'm fine with that. Yeah, I have not tried chicken breast yet. Yeah, I was told by a few people that blue cats only like lakes, so they're not in rivers. But yeah. Well, hello, the Fisher. How's it going? I've been going for 52 minutes. I don't really, I guess Let's see. Cut up piece of chicken breast. I dropped it down under a bobber and didn't see it had a massive long nose gardens. Dang. I have a pretty good knowledge on what big gar are. So that sounds like a pretty big long nosed gar. And you said it's massive too. So yeah, sounds like a pretty big gar. And I'd probably also catch a catfish too. Maybe a turtle. I catch turtles. I don't think there's anybody in this live stream out of the 4 people that are watching, that probably includes me, that could beat me in a contest fishing for turtles, because I'm that good at it. Wish I wasn't. Yeah, I'm definitely on the fish nerd kind of side. I got fish tank goes the other way. I got goldfish, so kind of like little carp. I do have a sunfish in there, which the only reason is because the creek he was in was drying up, so I saved him. It's an orange spotted sunfish, so their max size is maybe 5 inches for bigger ones. He's only 4 inches really, but that's 55-gallon tank with goldfish, a few catfish, like tropical catfish from the pet store that I'm trying to get out too, which I'm not gonna give them away, but get him a different tank, because other fish do not go well with goldfish, so it's just how it is. Let's see. Yes, sir, Lane Davies. Let's do that. Yeah. They can get up to 6 inches, but don't sweat it at 4 inches. It's small though. Yeah. He's the only one I've ever caught either. He's the only orange spotted sunfish I've ever caught. There is a golf course that's like 30 seconds from my house that I'm not allowed to fish at, but I see carp all the time. They just sit there right on the edge on the concrete and just suck on it. I'm not allowed to fish there. I snuck in one night to do it though with my dad. We didn't catch anything. It's full of catfish. I know there's bass, but we couldn't get any. That's what we were fishing for. But 45-pound snapping turtle and 8-pound mono. Dang, at that point I'd just be scared. I usually just soft shells is what I catch the most, which those aren't fun to deal with. That was the last one I caught, was a soft shell on a hot dog fishing for catfish. He swallowed that hook. I could not see it at all, so I just had to and let him go. He was I can't do that with turtles. So yeah, I don't like catching turtles. They're not fun. 5-pound soft shell. The biggest one I've caught, I actually did weigh him. I caught a 12-pound soft shell on a bullhead, the head of a bullhead, because he swallowed the hook and died. So I'm like, maybe I'll keep it and try it for catfish bait. And I just caught a lot of turtles on it because of where I used it. That's how I catch most of my turtles, is fishing for carp on corn. Because the place where I fish for carp usually is full of turtles too. So I usually catch them on corn or bread. That's the only 2 baits I fish for carp with, is corn and bread. Usually corn, but last time I used bread and got 1. Don't need that. But yeah, turtles are not fun to catch. I used to kind of take pictures of them, just because, but I didn't take a picture. I took a picture of I meant to take a picture of the 12-pound soft shell, but I had my GoPro on, so I kind of got a shot of that. It's somewhere on my Fishbrain profile. At this point, I've made so many posts since then that I'll probably never find it again. I'm on Fishbrain all the time. I make posts all the time. Fishbrain is definitely my second favorite social media thing. So YouTube is, of course, first, and then there's Fishbrain. We did get the hook out of the snapping turtle's mouth. Okay. Yeah, I try to get the hook out the best I can. Um, if I can't, and like if it's going to do too much damage to the turtle to get it out, I usually just cut the eyelid off so it can hopefully work its way out eventually. And that'll be better for the turtle than having his mouth ripped to shreds to get a hook out. Um, but I have never been saltwater fishing. My parents don't want to take me to the ocean because of what's inside the ocean, and what's inside the ocean is the reason I want to go fishing there, because I really want to catch a shark. So I really want to catch a shark and a big redfish and black drum. So red drum, black drum. So I'm barely hooked. Yeah, I hook a lot in the foot. I did hook a soft shell in the butt recently. He was not too happy about that. I don't know how that happened, but I hooked him in the butt. I did get the hook out pretty easily, so he was barely hooked, but he was so close to biting me. He wasn't very big. I haven't been bit by a turtle yet, but it'll probably happen because of how many I catch. But I love it when the turtles are barely hooked, because then I just unhook them and send them off. Third longest fish and my second heaviest fish is my 4-foot bull shark from Carolina. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, shark's definitely my number one fish that I want to catch if I go to the ocean. And then this guy I made friends with caught a massive bull shark. Cleaned him on the beach. Yeah, I've never eaten shark either. I still got catfish in the freezer to eat, but I don't know when that'll happen. But I'm excited for that because I love fried fish. It's my favorite food. It's fried fish, especially crappie. Crappie is really good. Yeah, I think it's safe to say if I caught a 4-foot long bull shark, there would be a little bit of fear of getting bit. So, okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. Yes, sir. I got that. Okay. I was more worried about going overboard. That too. Just getting dragged in. That's another thing about going catfishing out of a little kayak. I guess like the cheapest kayak you could find at Academy. You take that and go catfishing on the lake, on Lake Kirby. You're probably going over. And if you don't let go of your rod, you're not coming back up. So, yeah, I'm not going to catfish out of a little kayak like those little tiny kayaks from Walmart. So nice. I do like fish grilled too. Let's see. I've had mahi grilled, dolphin, whatever you want to call it. No, I didn't catch it. Never been to the ocean. But yeah, I really liked that. I think that's the only saltwater fish I've tried, really. Grilled tilapia is really not that bad as long as you cook it good. I've never caught a tilapia, but I've got it at restaurants before. Zach and Caden Fish Adventures probably don't have a Galveston Seafood Company restaurant where you're at, but Jack Cats and Bass might. There's 2 in Abilene where I'm at, so that's where I've had mahi. They do have the option for blackened redfish, I'm pretty sure, and I do want to try that, but it's really expensive, so I haven't been back in a long time. But I would like to try that, but it's hard to get away from that mahi because it's so good. But catfish isn't bad. Crappie's better. I haven't had a fish that I don't like. I'm not a huge fan of salmon, really. I think trout's pretty similar, which I do want to try stock trout, I guess, because I have a trout fishing thing coming up that I've been talking to Jack Cats and Bass about. And they all die. Like, if they make it past April, it's a miracle because it's in Texas. It's stocked rainbow trout and what's supposed to be a creek, but at this point it's a pond because there's a dam on one side and it's not full enough to reach the lake. So at this point, it's just a long, skinny pond. And so they stock it with trout every year. And they have what's called a Trout Fest, which is a trout tournament that last year it lasted 5 days. And I'm hoping that's what they do again. And I won most fish caught. So this year I might just try and take them because I know they're going to die. And I've never had trout, so I might as well. Went to a Cajun restaurant and tried redfish, and it was really good. I think it'd be really good because saltwater fish, I've just heard they taste better than freshwater fish because, well, I can't remember why, but it's just what I've heard, so I expect it to be good, I guess. Trout was pretty good. It's good. I don't know if you can fry it. I've heard it's like salmon. Trout are in the salmon family, so I'd expect it to be pretty similar. I don't know if you can fry it, but if you can, then that's probably what I do. Because I like fried fish. I like fried food. I'm American. So, fried food is my favorite food. Fried chicken, fried fish, French fries, American food. Yay. But I probably got to end this pretty quick here. If you're here and you don't know about the giveaway, I'm doing a live 100 subscriber giveaway. And I was going to do it on the 14th, but now I have plans. So I'm going to hopefully get it done on October 21st if I can. That would be great. We can't. Okay, it's gone. Saltwater have more species that taste good, but freshwater has a few that taste better. Yeah, I've heard that crappie's the best. I haven't had a lot, but I haven't had a lot of different freshwater fish. Really just catfish and crappie. I might have had more. I don't know. Hang on, there it is. But it wasn't. I had catfish and crappie is what I've had the most of. So, sunfish, crappie, perch, walleye, pike, bass, salmon, cod. Wow. I don't have a time. The date will hopefully be the 21st. Make sure you go subscribe to this channel right here. Dude Average. We might change the name. Hopefully I'll have another short coming out soon. But try and get this channel to get to 50 subscribers so Jaden can do this giveaway with me. But I don't have a specific time. It would probably be a little more towards the end of the day, just in case, for people who do work on Saturday. So probably maybe sometime in between 4 and 6. So I don't know yet. But I'll try and I'll make a post after this giveaway, or not this giveaway, this live. And for those who aren't here and see the live or see the post, they'll know that the date at least. Hey, I'm just going to let you know, Jack Cats and Bass, it's not about what other people want to see. It's about what you want to do. Just go film yourself doing something you want to do. If you want to fly fish, go fly fish. All right. Just let me know what time that tournament is. I want as many people to be able to make it as possible. So just let me know. But you probably won't be seeing any fly fishing videos from me, that's for sure, because I don't have a fly fishing rod. I don't plan on buying one because I'm not super interested in fly fishing. I'm just going to have to say that. I'm working on getting another ultralight KastKing. That's what I'm going to get. Probably a KastKing rod and reel. I'm not sure how many of y'all have heard of that, but it's a really cheap brand. It's going to come off of Amazon, so might do an Amazon fishing challenge. Who knows? But carp fishing with ultralight, that's my favorite way to do it. Ultralight's my favorite way to fish. For anything, it's not bass. So hopefully I can get an ultralight rod soon because my other one got stolen, and I like this one a little better. It's also cheaper than the other one I had by like $10. So yeah. Yeah, it's super fun. I haven't caught like a giant on ultralight yet. Yeah, I've fly fishing seems like it's a little lighter than, or a lot lighter than a normal rod. I don't really know where I'd fly fish because, I mean, I've seen people fly fish at places near me, like at the Trout Fest, somebody was fly fishing. My biggest carp on ultralight is 5.5 right now. I'll be honest, I'm a little scared to hook like a 10-pounder ultralight. That would be a long fight. But yeah, 5.5 is my biggest on ultralight. I've caught lots of 7+ pounders on just like bass gear. That's if I don't use ultralight, it's just like a bass spinning rod, really. Nice. Yeah, I would like to slowly increase. I don't want to jump from 5.5 to 10-pounder. Yeah, that's definitely something you could do. Bring that fly rod. I can't tell you if it'll work or not. I know nothing about fly fishing, so I have seen people fishing at Kirby. I saw this one guy fishing at Kirby with a fly rod too, but he didn't catch anything. I didn't see the guy with the fly rod catch anything, so I'm not sure. I mean, there's bluegill in there. There's 30-pound flatheads that probably gorge themselves on those trout. There's bass. It's just extremely hard to catch those bass because of how pressured it is. I've hooked one since I've been fishing there for a long time, and it was on a hot dog while fishing for catfish under a bobber, and it was 2-pounder. Wasn't a small fish, but they did just stock some Lone Star bass in there, so I feel like that was a waste, but I can't control that. Maybe there'll be 13-pounders in there one day. Probably not. More than half of those fish are probably all been eaten. But there's also crappie in there. They do have water body records for that place. They don't have one for. There's a lot. It's loaded with gar, like spotted gar and short nose, long nose, and spotted gar are all in there. I've seen those on Fishbrain, and I've tried gar fishing there too. I just haven't been able to catch them. But lots of turtles. There's channel catfish. They're not big. Well, actually, no. Somebody like 6 months ago caught an 8.5-pound channel catfish, which blew my mind out of there. Because I've caught several, and the biggest wasn't even a pound. Or no, I probably caught 1 pound. That's the biggest. Yeah, I want to try bass. I can't say I want to try it that bad because I haven't heard anybody say they like it yet. But yeah. Where was I at? I was talking about Trout Fest, but I mean, you might catch something. I know there's carp in there. I've caught some 4 to 5 pound carp. No, 3 to 4. The biggest I weighed in there was 4.5, actually. But there's buffalo in there too, like smallmouth buffalo. I want to go catch those because I never caught one of those before, and I carp fish all the time. It's probably the easiest place I have access to catching a buffalo. But I don't know. I'd probably have a little bit of guilt from eating a bass too. I'm gonna be honest. Leonard. That's actually the name of my frog, which you can't see my frog tank, but the other way, it's down there in that corner because the table I had it on, we took it out. Down, point, down farther. But it's down there by the fish tank thing, but yeah. I can't say hashtag guilty bass munchers because I haven't eaten one yet. But y'all can do that, I guess. We'll put that on the screen. But I probably got to end it here. I try to do a weekly live every Sunday evening, so that would probably be the next one. If you have any questions for me, I know both of y'all are on FishBrain, so you can ask me on there. I'll make a post, so you can comment on that. I will probably make that post right after this, so yeah. Oh, nice. Congrats. I'm almost there. I got 9 more to go before I'm at 800, so I'm getting there too, but congrats, man. That's awesome. FishBrain is what I have the most followers on out of anything. YouTube is I'm at 116 right now on YouTube, so I don't think it's 117, 116 or 117, but yeah, I have high expectations, and I hope to be at 1,000 subscribers by this time next year. So I gotta get a new computer. I'm working on that because I can't do anything on my Chromebook. So I'm working on getting a new computer that I have access to, like DaVinci Resolve that's what I'm most interested in right now. DaVinci Resolve, and then maybe Premiere Pro. That's $20 a month, but I might need it, I'm just trying to make my videos as best as I can. So I'm also trying to get a GoPro Hero 9. I currently have the 8 black. I'm trying to get the 9 black so I can just have more than one view. If somebody's fishing with me, I can have another GoPro on them as well as on me. When I'm fishing a tournament, I'd like to have one on my chest and another on the console. It's really not that I can't unlock it. It's that I can't, because of just how Chromebook is, I can't download anything. My Chromebook's also just straight up having issues right now, so I can't download anything at all. But the main thing is when I try to download something, like if I try to download CapCut or DaVinci Resolve, it says that it's not compatible with my Chromebook. So I don't know. I'm trying to get either a Dell or an HP, something that I know can work with that. I don't want to get a MacBook. Not really interested in a MacBook. My mom has one. I'm not a fan. I know I'd have access to all that, but I'd rather have not a MacBook or Chromebook. So, yeah. I'll definitely shout y'all out on FishBrain and stuff because I'll also be making a post on FishBrain about this. So shout y'all out on that as well as on YouTube. So appreciate y'all for being here. I'll probably make Zach and Caden Fish Adventures an admin. I know Jack Cats and Bass is one. So I'll make Zach and Caden Fish Adventures an admin as well. But I appreciate y'all watching. I probably got to end it here. If you got any more questions, ask them quick before I end it. I know the stream's a little delayed, so let that get out. So. All right. Well, I love doing the lives too. It's fun. I love just talking about fishing, helping people however I can, gaining knowledge like I did today from Gar. My knowledge has been expanded, which it doesn't take much to expand my knowledge on Gar. So thanks for that. I appreciate y'all for watching. I have not done a live that Jack Cats and Bass has not been to, so really appreciate you, man. I'm hoping that you can win something in the giveaway. And Zach and Caden Fish Adventures, I appreciate you being here too. I try to do this every Sunday evening around 7:30 to 8-ish. This one was 7:45. It kind of just depends. But thank you all for watching. Maybe we can all live stream one day. 50 subscribers, and you can live stream. After, you have to do something. You you have to like ask YouTube for permission to live stream, and then you have to wait 24 hours to do it. So the first time I tried to live stream, I couldn't because I had to ask for information. No problem, Lane Davies. I really appreciate you watching too. I'll definitely make you an admin as well because I know you've been at a lot of these. So I really appreciate all of y'all being here. Oh yeah, same for posts. Yeah, I do posts. If I don't, I try to upload either a video or I try to do something every day. I have a short that I put out today, as well as this live stream. I'll probably schedule that post to go out tomorrow. No, I'm a poster right now after this because it's something that's important, not really just something to, just to post. It's something that's important. So I'll probably post that right after this, as well as a post on Fishbrain after that. So I appreciate all y'all watching. I'll probably be right back here next Sunday evening. I got to get to bed. I got school. I'm homeschooled, but I still have to wake up at 8:30, which I know that's probably nothing for y'all, but I like sleeping. I'm hoping to get double schoolwork done tomorrow, so Wednesday I can go fish and hopefully film a video of me catching some monster fish and hopefully a gar. So I appreciate all of y'all for watching. Don't forget to like the stream. Yep, 6 o'clock here. Plan on fishing a smidge in the morning, though. I don't really have a place where I can just go fish. I'm 15. I can drive, but I can't drive by myself. So, yeah. I guess I am. I mean, I got handwriting right here. So, I mean, oh, wait, never mind. You're making a joke out of that. Sorry. Brain died. Need sleep. No, I'm not ready for school. I'm never ready for school. I just want to stay in bed and go to sleep for more time. The only thing I enjoy getting up early for is fishing. So that's usually at like 4 o'clock in the morning, which is makes 8:30 look like nothing, but so is getting up at 6, which is probably earlier. So because you'll be fishing, but yep, maybe I might end it this time. I keep going on and talking, but I appreciate all y'all for watching. Shout all of y'all out. If you're not an admin, you'll be one on my live streams after this, which kind of you just help, or not an admin, a moderator is what it's called, and you can kind of just help moderate the chat. If I ever have like a lot of people, and if somebody starts spamming something, I know you can like put them in timeout or maybe even remove them. I don't know if y'all can remove them. I think I can, but I don't know about y'all. But I'd probably have to live stream on giveaway. Brain died again. Not live stream on giveaway. I'd probably have to live stream on YouTube to be able to remove somebody. And I'm on StreamYard, as you can see, which I like to do that because you can like, I don't know how to like live stream with another person on YouTube, and I know how to do that on here. So like if Crappie Fisherman's on here, I can live stream with him. And I also get all these cool banners right here that I can do. And I think I get 20 hours of streaming time a month on StreamYard because I don't have Pro or anything. But yeah, I might just start doing it on YouTube if it's just going to be me like this again. So if it's ever going to be me and someone else, it'll probably be on StreamYard like this because I don't know how to do it. I think you can do it with another person on YouTube, but I know it's easier on here. And you can also share your screen on here, which is cool. But yeah, YouTube would probably be less delayed than this. I know this is pretty delayed. I've kind of been viewing that on my phone right here. So I've been kind of seeing how delayed the chat kind of is. It's definitely delayed by several seconds depending on the message, I guess. But I'm going to try and end it this time. Thanks for watching. Again, probably back here next Sunday evening. I'll see y'all later. I'm out. End stream.